Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 3DXL podcast. My name is Ray. With me, as always, is my co-host D. How you doing, brother?
Hey, how's it going? I'm good, man. How you feeling today?
Tired, man. Fucking tired. I'm not gonna lie. I already told you why, as far as why I'm tired, but I know you've had a long day as well. But we do have, as far as the Money in the Bank, which I almost forgot. But you kind of reminded me, so I appreciate you as far as sending a message out to me. But we do have Money in the Bank in the UK. I believe the start time is 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
That's on July 1st, I believe. I'm losing track of
Yes,
time,
sir.
but yeah,
Yes, sir.
but we'll definitely get into as far as the card here. The first match, I believe they did announce that they're gonna have the men's Money in the Bank match. This is pretty much with LA Knight as the favorite as a minus 325. Logan Paul as the second favorite at plus 125. Damian Priest is plus 200 as the third favorite. Everyone else is pretty much over 2,000. Really, there isn't much I have to say about this. I think it's going to be really between three guys. It's between LA Knight, Logan Paul, and Damian Priest. I would normally go with LA Knight on this one. I'm going to go with, as far as the second favorite as an upset, with Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul, as far as marketability, like I think WWE would prefer him to kind of, as far as elevate Money in the Bank and WWE. I think that would make sense for them. And it feels like LA Knight and Logan Paul are going to feud, judging from SmackDown. But I have Logan Paul going over in this match. D, who you got?
I have LA Knight. Yeah. I mean, he's over. He's over. He's
Dude.
getting up there in age, and if you're ever gonna do anything with him, this is the time. I mean, Ricochet, Butch, Escobar, Shinsuke. I don't really see them winning. I'm like you. I feel it's a 3-horse race. Priest would be interesting. I wouldn't mind if it was Priest. Logan Paul. I don't think he needs Money in the Bank. You know, so how some people need it. I think that he's gonna get heat whether he has it or not. So you can always
Mm-hmm.
just put him in a match. So I think that the favorite right here is who it should be in this LA Knight. If he doesn't win, I'd be very surprised.
I'd be surprised too. I'm just kind of going contrarian here with Logan Paul. I like Logan Paul. This dude has so much heat, man. Like he definitely plays
Oh
a part
yeah,
as such a as a like a prick. He's an absolute prick where you want to punch him in the face. And but LA Knight, I did see, as far as before we started, I did see him as far as in the UK. Dude, this UK crowd was just 100% over with this dude. Like the guy is like the hottest guy in on the planet right now. I think, as far as like as a babyface, in my opinion. But I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be opposed to LA Knight as far as going over, but I think I'll go with as far as Logan Paul for now. But
I mean, if we're being honest, LA Knight is over everywhere. Everywhere he goes, he's getting big applause, and this always yeah. So this is the time. This has to be his time. I'm hoping anyway.
we'll see. But I wouldn't put it past that to kind of piss off the fans. But we shall see tomorrow. We only have to wait about 15 hours or so. So we'll find out. Okay, moving on to the second match of the night here. I know it's D's favorite wrestler. It's Seth Rollins, the champion, going against Finn Balor. And I think will probably be an early match. I don't like Seth Rollins. You've already heard me as far as voice my displeasure with what I think about. I call him a clown. I call him, as far as the title, pretty much a new Intercontinental Champion, as far as championship. It devalues the title, in my opinion. I think you kind of agree with me on there. I know you like Seth, but you don't like seeing him
Well,
every week.
I don't think I don't think Seth Rollins himself devalues the title. I think that having him fight every week
Yes,
devalues the
I'm sorry.
title.
That's what I mean. Yeah, but um, I don't think Finn is the guy to do it. He did have a really good promo this past Monday, where he beat Carmelo Hayes, which is kind of surprising that he beat Carmelo that easily, the NXT champ. Um, but I mean, Seth Rollins is a minus 3,000 favorite versus Finn Balor being a plus 800. I almost forgot the odds. Yeah, I'd be pretty brain dead to pick Finn on this one. I'm picking Seth Rollins to go over in this match. I don't know, handily or easily, but it could steal the match. It could be the match of the night, especially in the UK. That UK crowd's gonna be pretty rabid early on if they put it on early. But I would vote this is possibly the match of the night, unless Roman and the Usos have like the match of the night. But I'm going with Seth on this one. Who you got, man?
I have Seth Rollins. He just wanted Finn Balor. I don't think he needs it at this moment. I do like what they're doing with Finn Balor though, but I think there's going to be more of a like a dissension within the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking at, and that's why I don't see Finn winning. I think that even if there wasn't going to be dissension, I think that Seth Rollins would keep it. I mean, it's just too new. You can't. How do you establish the title if you're hot hot swapping it
Yeah.
so early. So I think that the only thing that makes sense right now is for Rollins to keep that title and go over with the clown shoes.
With his Sonic the Hedgehog shoes, yeah, and the fucking Sherbert outfits, yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with you. I think Finn will probably start feuding with Damian Priest. It feels like there is going to be some sort of um, separation, or that's going to crack pretty soon in the near future. So I don't see why he would win and Damon would win the Money in the Bank match. But I feel like that there will be an angle there in the future. But as far
And this
as
is going to be a good match.
it should be a good match, and as far as Finn kind of made it a little bit personal because of the. I mean, he pretty much alluded. He said he's not been the same since that match the first time with the Universal title, where he won, but he had to relinquish the title. But yeah, I think. But the one person I'm curious, like, who's gonna feud with Seth?
I have no clue.
Shit, I mean,
What's
probably
like? How can he
nobody.
have a feud when he's fighting for the title every week? I mean, he's literally putting the title online in the open challenge every single week. Why do I have to feud with him if I can just say, yeah, no, I'm next? So
Um,
I don't see them doing this whole weekly thing too long.
is there anybody coming back soon? I think.
I'm pretty sure that McIntyre is set to come back. I don't know. You would think that he's been out for a while. You also have Randy. I don't know if he's coming back, but Kurt Angle said something about his back being better. And I
and Bray,
think Bray Wyatt. Yeah. So
but I
I
think Bray is
mean,
feuding with Lashley, from what I heard.
wow, where is Lashley? I haven't even seen him. I guess that's a
Yeah.
story for another day.
I guess we'll find out, but I guess both me
Yeah.
and Deep are going with Seth Rollins in this bet the house
Yeah.
on it. All right, so, next match we do have as far as Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler going up against Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez. This match I really don't care for. The stupid face makeup that both Shayna and Ronda have is stupid. Uh, but Ronda and Shayna, Vegas does have them as minus 10,000 as far as favors. Raquel and Liv being at plus 1,100. I don't see why they would drop the belts here. Shayna and Ronda should just crush like 99% of the women's division overall. I feel like these two are gonna just there's gonna be miscues or botches, and I feel it likely might be Liv, maybe a little bit of Raquel, but yeah, just there's no way in hell Shayna and Ronda are losing. I would say this is gonna be my lock of the night bet as far as everything on Shayna and Ronda here. I have those two. Who you got, D?
I'm a Baszler mark, so I'm picking Baszler. I'm just happy that they're finally doing something with her. She was dominant in NXT. She came up to the main roster. She really hasn't been the same since. So I'm happy that she's paired with Rousey. If that means that she's going to get a lengthy title reign, that's going to show that she's a beast. She knows how to. She's good on the mic. She knows how to wrestle. I don't think there's going to be a lot of botches, as I think, because the most inexperienced person is Ronda Rousey. So I'm pretty
Really?
sure
Okay.
that as far as as wrestling, I think that is Rousey. I think that
Well,
Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez have put on some really decent matches when they were champion.
I,
When they had the
I
championship.
guess in
So.
terms of execution, I don't expect Shayna and Ronda to mistime their attacks. I think the one that's very likely to probably mistime their hits or their cues or the timing's wrong. It's probably Liv because she's coming back from injury. So that's what I mean. I should clarify that. But
I don't think it's going to be a sloppy match, though. I don't think that is going to be sloppy or anything. Where we're going to say, "Oh man, that looked bad." I just think that is going to be a fine match. I don't expect it to, tear the house down, but I don't expect it to lay a turd either.
well, the reason I say it is because we just had on SmackDown Charlotte and Asuka, and there was a lot of mistiming as far as spots in that match, and that's the reason why. But that's because Charlotte was just coming back, so that's just far as just from what I think. But maybe I doubt they'll have the match tonight. But yeah, I
No,
mean, there's really
far
no,
from.
yeah, there's really not much we can say about this match. We really shouldn't spend much time in. But I'll give you as far as a wager, like over under 5 minutes on this match.
Under.
I agree. Moving on to the next match here. Speaking from going from one squash match to another, we have Gunther going up against Matt Riddle. I almost forgot to add in Riddle. It didn't matter because Gunther is a minus 10,000 favorite to win. This is not his time to lose. He is going on a hell of a streak as far as with the title. Gunther, I think, will probably be elevated going into next year. Maybe push him to win as the men's Royal Rumble. But I mean, he should be on a path of destruction to just kill every bloke and just or chop his way through the Royal Rumble. I mean, yeah, that's if I wasn't picking Shayna and Ronda, I would pick Gunther as my lock of the night. But I have Gunther going over. D, who you got?
I mean, that's a silly question, bro. They're not doing anything with Riddle. They don't. It doesn't seem like they take him seriously at all. Every time you think that they're about to take him seriously, he goes back. He reverts back to that idiot stoner. So I don't know what the purpose of this is, but other than to give Gunther another win and put the title on the pay-per-view. I'm not really interested in this match. It's probably going to be a good match if they allow them to, do what they do. Because Matt Riddle is actually a really good wrestler. But this is just a foregone conclusion that Gunther's going to take his title and continue to move forward.
Do you think Gunther goes over clean, or do you think there's any like shenanigans that happens in this match?
I mean, he's gone over clean basically on everybody. It's not like his Imperium is out there helping him with every single match. He's been winning pretty convincingly against everybody, so I don't expect this to be any different.
The reason I ask you is because there's rumors of Randy Orton coming back, and I could see him possibly showing up on this match and creating an angle with him and Riddle finally feuding going into SummerSlam. I could see that happening, but that's the reason I asked. But you think I'm gonna lean towards saying that there's likely gonna be outside interference, but likely to be Randy possibly interfering and attacking or turning on Matt Riddle and just having Gunther just go over. But we both agree Gunther should win on this one.
Yeah, handily.
Absolutely, he should. Okay, so all right, over under 8 minutes on this one.
They might give them some time because they're two decent workers.
I mean, I kind of want to see them work for sure. I mean, I take back what I said. I don't think it's gonna be a squash match. I think it will be a competitive match because Matt Riddle is really good, but he is kind of obnoxious at times. So,
and Gunther he's excellent. So, I can see them showcasing those two because at least that way, not only do you showcase Gunther, but you also showcase the title and you show why it's as important as it is because he's brought a lot of prestige to that Intercontinental Championship. I'm just calling a spade.
Yeah, I'm looking more forward to this match now that I think about it. So I hope they give him a little more time and it's not a squash match. So, but we'll see. I do think Randy will show up. So we'll recap that later in the future. So we'll revisit this later on down the line. So moving on to the next match here, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. This one, man, I don't know what to think about this one. I will go as far as the Vegas odds. Io Sky is the favorite, the heavy favorite, -600. Becky Lynch being a +400. Zoe Stark +800. Bayley +900. Trish +1000. Zelina, no chance in hell. I'm gonna go with Io. I mean, I don't care. I don't know why. I don't. It doesn't really matter to me.
Sound like me.
It's like, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with this. Like, sounds like they're gonna try to build off the feud from Io and Bayley, which is kind of whatever. But I still think Trish and Becky, they're likely gonna revisit that feud with Zoe Stark, maybe taking themselves out of the match and having Trish and Becky continue their feud at SummerSlam. That is what I predicted back then, and me and you did pick Trish to as far as upset Becky, and we ended up being correct. I don't see why they're putting Zelina in this match. It doesn't really matter. Same thing. Zoe, I can understand because they're continuing to feud with Becky. But yeah, man, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen in this match. But I'll pick Io. Who you got?
I mean, if you don't put Zelina in the match, who are you gonna put in instead? You have to have another body in there. What you gonna do? Put Natalya in there again?
Oh Jesus!
You know what I'm saying? Exactly my point. I can't even remember the one who does the army gimmick because she's barely around.
Oh man, yeah. God, what's her name?
Exactly. Exactly. I'll remember it at some point, but right now it's just not important because they don't do anything with her. So, I mean, I'm picking Io because I think that would be the most interesting person to try to take the title off of somebody, and that's probably going to be Asuka, who she tries to take the title off of. Because who else is going to win? I mean, Trish Stratus, okay. I can see why Zoe Stark is a favorite because there's two of them in the match, and you're trying to, push Zoe Stark to make her seem credible. But I just think that there's that three-way between Lynch, Stark, and Stratus is gonna, they're not gonna get it. Bailey versus Io is probably going to be Bailey going for it and Io going for it. Bailey tries to, undercut Io, and Io sees it, gets pissed off, wins, and then they have a feud while Dakota is out because she'll be out for a while. So, yeah, I'm pretty safe on saying that Io Sky is going to win, and who knows who she's got. I doubt if she's going to cash it on Rhea, but you got to look
No
at it
way.
in some way.
Maybe Asuka.
You have a three-way fight for that, and it should be Asuka because they've been setting up that feud. But you still have Charlotte, Asuka, and Bianca in that little three-way that they're going on. Well, but to be fair, you can hold on to the briefcase for what, a year or so. So
yeah,
Io has a long time to make up her mind. I think this will be the first time that the Money in the Bank for the women's is not cashed in on the same night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure most of them, if not all of them, have been cashed in on the same night, or pretty quickly. Within a couple of weeks or a month, they've cashed in that women's Money in the Bank. So I think it's going to be Io, and hopefully she holds on to it for a couple of months, and her and Bailey can fight over it before she wins, and then challenges Asuka or whoever she challenges for the title.
I mean, well, Io. I mean, neither Rhea nor Asuka are on the card tonight, so that they're obviously not going to cash in. But I can see that happen in the near future, probably in the SummerSlam. SummerSlam is probably more. There's a good chance that could happen, but I mean, we'll see.
I still think that's too soon. I still think SummerSlam is too soon. That you can have a good story with Io Sky having that title, especially with Bailey trying to, screw her over a bunch of times. Every time she comes out to cash it, Bailey could come out there and try to cost her the title,
I could see that.
So I'm interested. I think she's going to win, but I'm really more interested in seeing where they take her story, because I think that Io is a very good wrestler.
Yeah,
and her and Asuka's going to be a good match.
Yeah, for those who are wondering, don't think too hard on this one. It's likely Io that's going to go over. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right, this match coming up, the second to last match, we do have Cody Rhodes, the minus 450 odds favorite, going against Dominic Mysterio, who is a plus 275 underdog. I think this is going to be good, man. I think Dom's going to have a lot of heat. I think people are going to be pro Cody in the UK.
You said good? Good as in what?
What do you mean?
You said it's going to be good.
It's going to be a good match. You don't think it's going to be a good match?
I mean, I'm not expecting a
barn
5-star showcase.
Okay, I mean, we're not exactly getting Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega. I agree.
Yeah, I think it might be 3 stars, middle of the road. I'm sorry, I don't expect much from Dominic. I think that he's gotten better as a heel. I still don't think that he's all that great in the ring, though.
I think they'll put on a good, as far as show here between the two. I think Cody's gonna try his best to try to elevate Dominic Mysterio, because Cody loves heat, man. He'll try to make you, as far as like play to the crowd, as far as whether you're a babyface or a heel. So I think Cody will do everything in his power to try to get elevated as far as Dominic Mysterio to be the top heel of the night, but that still belongs to Roman. But I'm looking forward to this match, bro. I'm a fan of Dominic. I'm a fan of Cody. I like Cody, but now that you said that, I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on this one. Cody is the favorite, but I'm gonna go with Dominic, and I'll give you as far as reason why I'm going with Dominic. Who you got on this match?
Oh, I have Dominic because I was gonna say like this. I have Dominic via Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna say to you. I think Brock Lesnar will make it.
But that's why I also think that Gunther goes over clean, because you don't want to have too many, run-ins on a pay-per-view. And with a 7-card pay-per-view, do you really want to have Gunther have a run-in with the Riddle match, and then you have the Rhodes and Dominic Mysterio run-in? So I really think that it'll be more so Brock Lesnar, unless Brock Lesnar was like, look, I'm not going out of the country for this. You're gonna have to give me a lot of money to leave the country for this.
Right. Well,
that's the only way that I can see, him not going. But if there's no interference, Rhodes is gonna win. But I just have the strong feeling that they're trying to set up something for SummerSlam, and this is the way to set up Brock Lesnar coming back and being a man after putting Cody to sleep.
Oh yeah, Cody was titanium sleeve. Fucking hell.
Does he have to hit Dominic with it?
Oh.
Did Brock Lesnar make a mistake breaking Cody Rhodes' arm, because now he's going to use it against Dominic Mysterio?
Fuck you,
Is
Michael
that where we're
Cole.
at now?
I swear to God, I hate Michael Cole so much. No, I think, so I think me and you both agree. The person most likely to run in or cause interference is Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. That's because he hasn't been there in so long also.
Yeah, he's due. definitely do. They have
Cody
unfinished
was
business.
talking all that shit, and Brock Lesnar has still yet to answer him. So,
Wait, shouldn't his arm already healed by now?
bro, don't ask me. I don't know.
All right, anyway. Okay, so we're both going contrarian. We're gonna go with Dominic Mysterio on this match. So don't bet the house on it, but it's just more dependent on if Brock Lesnar shows up. So we'll see. All right, and moving on to the main event. This one should be good. We do have as far as Roman and Solo Sikoa, the favorites at minus 140, going against the Usos at plus 100. Vegas is pretty much giving this as a toss up. We did talk a little bit prior to coming on as far as you can make a case for both sides. I think I went with Roman and Solo. I can't remember what I picked with you, but I got Roman and Solo. I really, man, I mean, honestly, whoever's watching the podcast, your guess is as good as ours as far as who might, because there's so many things that can happen here. Due to the Usos kind of throwing a little bit of a kind of a curveball with them, as far as saying that Solo Sikoa could be the next tribal chief, and they would have their vote of approval to elevate him. When they nominated Solo Sikoa as the next tribal chief, Roman and me and D saw this together. Roman was laughing. I mean, he just thought it was a joke. And
good belly laugh.
Solo, just the corner of his eye, just looked at him. And as soon as Roman saw that Solo was not very happy with the reaction as far as him being nominated the next tribal chief, you can kind of see like, oh shit, like, you know, okay, well, I'm gonna you guys like stop playing with games or whatever. But man, I'm tempted to.
Can I just say you did choose the Usos though?
Did I? Okay, I'm gonna swap to the Usos. I'm picking the Usos.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that was what you said originally, that you wanted the Usos, or you thought they were gonna win. I was the one who said I think Reigns and Solo.
I'm gonna go with the Usos.
Yeah, I think Reigns and Solo are gonna win this because I think this is gonna progress the story to the point where Solo turns and joins his brothers at some point, and that's where they get the big blow off win. And that might be after somehow they cause Roman a title to give, to say, hey, look, we want a rematch. And Reigns is like, no. Then they cost him the title to whoever beats him. And it's like, okay, now you get your rematch and I'm going to kick your asses. And Solo, at that point turns on Roman. I mean, I think that's a good play. It seems like that's the play that they've been going with, because every time we think Roman's about to lose, he somehow pulls it out his ass. So I'm going to go with Reigns and Solo.
Okay, so wait. I'm not sure if I heard you correctly, and forgive me because I'm fucking exhausted. Like, so you think? So when do you think Solo will turn on Roman?
I think after, I think they'll have this match. I think that the Usos will want a rematch, and Roman will be like, I'm not going to fight you again, and they'll cost him the title, and then he'll get mad and want to give them the rematch, and I think that's where Solo will join his brothers. In the last match as a blow off. The blow-off matches where he'll join his brothers.
So after SummerSlam, you expect that
yeah, I think they're gonna drag this out.
I would say likely by the Royal Rumble they might do it. I mean, you could say Gunther or Solo might win the Rumble and challenge Roman for the title. I mean, I could see either one. I don't know if I want to see Cody challenge Roman again.
That would be a good match.
It would.
Gunther versus Roman.
Oh, dude, that'd be
Jesus Christ, that would be a good match.
I would rather see Solo or Gunther against Roman as opposed to Cody. I guess Cody would be the third person, but yeah, I guess we're going to split on this one. Like as you see the graphic, we have the split here. One siding with the Usos, one siding with Roman and Solo. But yeah, man. Any expectations on this card? Do you think? I think that crowd is gonna be very hot for this pay-per-view, this premium live event. But I expect this crowd will probably magnify or as far as make this card better than it actually is. But my expectations are kind of like mid with this, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to Star Wars watching Money in the Bank and kind of just sit back and enjoy the program. But any last thoughts on the show?
I think that is going to be, pretty mid. I don't think that is going to be anything spectacular. I think you have a couple of matches that should do well, The Gunther Riddle match should be something that's good to see. Rollins, Finn Balor. The Money in the Banks are always interesting. I'm actually kind of sad that Kofi isn't in it. I know he's hurt, but I'm kind of sad because, he always puts on a good performance in Money in the Bank. So I'm expecting a lot from Ricochet and Santos Escobar. I think we should get a lot of good, aerial maneuvers from them. And I think when you add Butch into his first one, or excuse me,
Right.
I like to say Peter Dunne. Peter Dunne should
Oh,
be
Pete Dunne.
yeah, Pete Dunne. Yeah, I think that he should. I think that he should look good in this, and
Yeah.
it should be a good match. The women's one, I'm kind of meh on. I'm interested to see how they progress, because the only thing that I'm interested in that really is to see how they progress the Lynch, Stark, and Stratus little thing that they got going on. And other than that, I'm not. I mean, I'm not all that excited about this card. I think that
Yeah.
is going to be good, and I think it should be decent. Like you said, I think that the crowd should elevate this,
Make it better than
to
it actually
another
is.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to elevate this prediction show, why don't you do us a favor? Subscribe, like, comment, and let us know what your predictions are, who you think is going to win.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys. You have a good night. We'll be back for the
Take it
recap.
easy.
And take it easy. All right. Good night, guys.